Yeah.
Yo.
We back.
We back. Lost in Hip Hop. DJ Mickey Knox, Concept, Mr. Menza.
Sponsored by
EwingAthletics.com.
Yeah.
How was that one?
What up,
That was good.
Twitches?
Was that good or what?
That was
that good?
excellent.
Was
We
that
are
right?
live on Twitch as we are every Wednesday night for Lost in Hip Hop. You did great. Your drops was great.
Yeah, you know, like we try. We try.
And look, let's get it out of the way first, where you can find all the gear on
All right.
wearedcm.com.
WeAreDCM.com.
All the merchandise.
hoodies, all the merch you see.
Make sure you're talking
Right
to the
there.
mic, Noxy
Yeah.
boy.
Oh, you hear me? You
Yes.
hear me?
Yeah,
There you
let's
go.
make sure that we up on this mic.
Yeah, we gotta talk the right way. You know what I'm saying?
We have a absolute legend and one of my very good friends in
Legendary.
the music business, and there's not many of them, but a good friend of mine, Starang Wondah from O.G.C,
What's
Boot
up?
Camp
What's up?
Click,
Gun
What's up?
Clappa Number One.
Fab Five, the whole whatever.
I don't know about legend. I'm a veteran, all right?
Let me tell you something.
I'm a veteran.
What a
I don't
legend
know
is
about
to
legend.
me. Come on.
Absolutely legend.
Yeah, absolutely. When we can say to somebody like, "Yo, you know Starang Wondah," and they're like, "What's?" And I go, "And boom, bye." And, yes, I do. But no matter what, that song in particular is a classic in hip hop, and whoever doesn't know it don't know hip hop. But I have
That's a hard one.
absolutely Soundboy Burial.
No,
if you
for
don't
sure.
know that,
Absolutely.
I mean, do you know hip hop? Do you know what hip hop is? Okay, come on.
Let's do this because what we like to do on this show is take it back
Right.
to the origins of you as an MC, as a hip hop lover, all of that. So
Yes.
take us back to. Do you remember the moment when you knew hip hop was what you wanted to do?
Hell yeah, man. I remember.
Make sure you speak right in there.
I remember I was in my room, you know what I'm saying? I had a big brother, R.I.P., my big brother Bezo, you know what I'm saying? And this is back in the days when, hip hop wasn't on every station and all that stuff. We had Saturdays and Fridays and shit. So my brother would come in and get his tape ready and shit, have his shit on pause and then unpause it and pause it, you know what I'm saying? And we had a Boogie Boys back then, you know what I'm saying? Fly girl, fly girl.
And what year was that?
That had to be
That had
84.
to be
84.
85, 80,
White
I don't
girls.
know, some shit like
I
that.
always want to know the year.
Like, yo, and that's when I fell in love with hip hop, man.
Boogie
Bro.
Boys, huh?
Yeah, man. Super Rhymes, Boogie Boys, all that shit, bro.
So then you fell in love with hip hop, and then you said like, "This is what I want to. This is what I want to do."
When did you?
No, I didn't know this is what I wanted to do. I
Right.
just knew I liked the music. But when Run DMC came out and they was doing their thing, that's when I knew that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, and when did you start rhyming, and when did you realize you
Yeah,
were
when you wrote the
good
first
at
rap.
rhyming?
Oh,
you know?
like, yo. I started rhyming like when Run DMC came out. It was me. I had a partner named MS, and he lived around the corner from me. And we used to, you know how you plug in the headphones into the radio,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you start
have a
rapping
mic.
into it. And we started making tapes and stuff. We started letting people hear it and stuff. They was like, "Hey, y'all actually good," and all this stuff. So that was my first time and stuff, knowing I was okay, I guess, and stuff.
Yeah,
I was
Yeah, I
okay.
was okay.
Yeah, I was okay.
You know, obviously our first introduction to you was boot camp.
Right.
You know, and immediately, you know, to us, you were a standout, the beast from the east.
Absolutely.
No relation to Stevie.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? How was it being a part of that crew, coming out, you know, in such an unbelievable crew of rappers that already had a hold on shit already?
That shit was dope because I know those guys, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
went to school with some of those guys. I grew up across the street from some of those guys, so you know what I mean?
And we're
Oh.
talking about Brownsville.
Yes, Brownsville. Only Buckshot and Tech live in different places. Everybody else is from Brownsville.
Right.
Gotcha.
So, you know,
Yeah,
like
so
I was saying before, it was like I thought I was okay, you know what I'm saying? I started running around with Rock and Ruck, and that's when, you know what I'm saying, I know like, yo, you got to get your shit together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can
'Cause-
imagine.
And one day they gave me the best advice ever. He was like, yo, he's like, Strang, Ruck. I think it was Sean and shit. He was like, Strang. He's like, you put your personality into your music. He said, you will be the man. And that's what he said. And then
Yeah.
I took off from there, man.
So would you say you have a, just a naturally like comedic personality? Like,
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
yeah,
I would
because
say
the
I'm
shit
kind
that
of
you do
charming.
say in rhyme, like,
Right.
be making you laugh.
Yeah, you know, so That was the best advice I got, man, from Rock and Rock.
Yeah. So I know the first time I heard you was on Le Fleur, Skoshka. When that song came out, and you was pretty much rapping with everybody in the crew. You was a standout on that record. You know what I'm saying? How was that? How was the process of making that record and, doing all that, making sure you did stand out?
Oh, that was dope, but I never made sure I stood out because it was just fun doing it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like, everybody look at stuff as like competition and stuff, but I don't think we did at that time. You know what I'm saying? I don't never look at stuff as competition. I look at stuff as like ingredients. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
I'm gonna bring what I bring to the table, and whoever else is gonna bring what they bring to the table.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? That's what the people want to hear. They want to hear the Starang that they like, and they want to hear whatever other artists that they like. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna bring the Starang to the table. That's all I could do. But I'm not competing.
Understood. I feel like, and I was a huge fan of Boot Camp Click from start to finish and anything that dropped. So, Rockness just seemed to be the standout at that time. Was that the same feeling in the room with everybody? Like he was
Yeah, Rock
the,
was like
the
he was-
superior MC in a sense, like with all due
I
respect.
wouldn't say the superior
Okay.
MC. I would just be like he's like the method man of the crew. He's the face. He's the one
Gotcha.
you recognize automatically. He's that's that guy. He's tall. You know, so he got the scar on his face. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
But
Crazy
if
voice.
you want to say who's the best MC, to me the best MC in the boot camp is Still. Still is master MC. Man.
Everybody has their genius in it. It really made it like it was. It
That's
was
what I was
like
gonna
a-
say, like the Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang. Like
It's
it-
like
you know-
Method Man, you might think he's the best, but to
Yeah.
me, it's like the Jizza is probably the best MC.
Correct.
And I can
That's
agree
correct.
with that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
honest
correct.
to God. And
That's
you know what's
my
crazy
opinion,
is
but-
how
It's a
long
correct
that it sits on you, that you listen to the music and it's timeless, that then you get an appreciation for something that maybe when we was younger, it was only because of his voice and like his certain similes and whatnot. But then when you listen to it now, there's so much genius in it that maybe we didn't catch when we were younger.
Right.
I mean, from everybody else.
Right.
I'm not just talking about from Rockness.
Right.
I mean, from all you guys. And you had that like one punchline that would just like,
Right.
knock it out the park. That it's like that you got to go back and think about it
Yeah.
for a second. You know what I mean?
It's like, listen. I was in the streets back in the days, but I was around some funny ass motherfuckers like Sean Price.
Right.
Like Sean Price is a funny ass motherfucker, yo.
I
You
can
know,
imagine.
man.
Of course.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
So rock too, man. Like we
Yeah.
all three of us together, like.
Yeah, Rockness.
Like I said, the personalities,
regular. Like
the personalities make the music. Now I
Yeah.
remember Sean Price. He was messing with this girl named Pat in Suffalo Projects, and she used to let us come in there, smoke weed, and write rhymes all day, and that's all we used to do. Go back and forth to the weed spot, go back to Pat House. All three of us is up there, man.
Wow,
I swear.
that's a great story.
Yeah, that is a good story.
That's before everything started. Those was the good old days.
The good old
man.
days.
I guess
Yeah,
you know
when
we
niggas
got
was hungry.
we got to talk about Duck Down a little bit.
Of course.
Like,
I mean,
just in general,
I
that
thought we
label.
Yeah, the way that I figured this interview would go in particular was I would let you two get out what
Yes, the
you
geeky
want to
stuff,
ask,
the geeky
and I'm gonna
stuff.
try. I'm
The
gonna
geek shit.
All right, let's get
I'ma
into
get
it.
into
Then.
it.
Starang, the name. Always wondered where did that name? What's your name?
Yes,
Starang.
Starang.
Starang?
Yeah.
Well, Starang came from, first of all, school. You know what I'm saying? I was in the DCEPs and all that stuff. So
Oh, shit.
Starang came from that. But Starang came from me and Tech from Smith & Wesson. You know what I'm saying? Every time we go on the road, I was the boy wonder. He was Tech Man. You know what I'm saying? So me and him be on the road. So that's where the wonder came from.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So Strang, you know what I'm saying? We was on a plane one day. We going somewhere. I forget where we was going, but the lady on there couldn't say Strang. She just kept saying Starang or something like that.
Oh,
It was
they
the
was crying.
stewardess.
Yeah.
It was the
whoa! So it
stewardess.
really
Right.
was Strang.
So it was Strang, yeah, because when I first came in,
Strang.
it was Mr. Strang when it was The Storm.
Whoa.
That's on the album, Mr. Strang.
Yeah.
So That's when it
That's
went
a gem
from.
right there.
That's when it went to Starang Wondah.
And was
you know what I'm
everybody
saying?
cracking up on you when they heard her do that at first?
Yeah, we was laughing at first, but then the name was dope. I was
It
like,
just-
yo, I'm gonna keep that, man. I just kept
Starang.
saying it. Then I was like, Starang
Yo,
Wondah.
shouts to that lady.
Shouts to the
Yeah.
Starang.
Yeah, she couldn't say Starang.
See,
Track
you
it
say
down to
you
become
say
a
the
relic.
geek shit, right? But
Yeah.
you like that story, don't you?
Oh, absolutely.
But
I mean,
even
that's
some
it.
nowadays, still people they say string.
Yeah, a
stuff
lot of
like
people
that,
do
like
say strange.
they mangle up
strange.
Yeah,
strange, or
yeah.
they say string like a shoestring. Or,
Yeah, like
yeah, so
It's-
those are the
Starang.
things that I hate when it comes to hip hop. Like when people say, Eric Sherman, I'm just like, come on, man.
Where is the
I
H?
used to be one of those people though. Word up. I used to be one
Shout
of
out
those
to
people.
E-Dub.
All right, man. All right. So now you're part of boot camp. You're on all the records. How did O.G.C. come about?
Oh, that's a good story too.
Yes.
O.G.C. Listen, O.G.C. was originally me and my best friend Bad Vibes, man. All right, R.I.P. Bad Vibes. So Bad Vibes was like into the streets too, man. So Bad Vibes never believed in nothing. He used to rap too. He was pretty good too. But he used to come to the studio, he'd do some raps, and he'd be like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to the studio, blah, blah, blah. So then I think it was Rock. Somebody, no, it was Bad Vibes. He said, listen, and I think it was his plan. He said, listen, why don't you get Still's brother, Dog, to come into the group? You know what I'm saying? And Bad Vibes is the one that actually named it Original Gun Clappers.
Wait, Steele's brother is Top Dog?
Yes.
See, I never knew that.
Wow.
Wow.
And I don't know, we never spoke about it, but today I think back and it's like it was a plan, like his plan all along. Because it's like, Still was always looking for somebody to like get his brother, you know what I'm saying? Like just take him and be like, yo,
Got you.
you with me or blah, 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 or something like that. So I think that was his plan all along. But
Right.
And then later on, Rock's little man was Louisville. Louisville was a quiet dude. He used to come around, you know what I'm saying? One day, we in the hallways and the exits, we used to smoke in there. You know, Rock was the beatboxer. So Rock used to beatbox. Me and Bad Vibes is rapping and shit.
Oh, man. I got
Me and Bad Vibes rapping, going back and forth, and Louis is just standing there quiet and stuff. So I guess when he left, he told Rock, like, hey, I want to do this, I want to do that. And, you know what I'm saying? Rock comes like, hey, you guys should let Louis in. But I was like, I don't know. And then Bad Vibes was so lazy.
This is ill.
Bad Vibes was so lazy. He was like, hey, well, why don't you let him in? The more the merrier. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he didn't want to do anything. He's like, Strang,
Wow.
you're going to be the main rapper. So, you know what I'm saying? We just going to rap a little bit. He said, yo, why don't you just let him in?
That's
so,
incredible.
Little by little, Bad Vibes dropped off. And Louisville and Dog was always on the studio, always showing up, always being there. So that's how the group really was formed.
Is there music with Bad Vibes on it? Like
Yes.
publicated
Yeah,
somewhere?
there's actually is.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd
I
like
think
to hear
Drew
that.
has it. Like, he has all the demos, all that stuff.
Oh, so he's got, like, it's
But
not
Bad
out.
Vibes was
basically.
on the first album, too, though.
He was.
Yeah, he's on the first album.
Wow.
Got you.
What track?
He's on a song called Elite Fleet, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken. Yeah.
shit.
So in when I'm trying to like kill somebody on some hip hop trivia, I'm gonna say
And
who's
MS
the
is on that
fourth?
song. Actually.
Yes.
The fourth, yes, MS. So is there a fifth member? Is that a fifth member of O.G.C?
No, that wasn't. It wasn't
Yeah.
the O.G.C.
Yeah. So, but there actually was like a fourth member then. Vibes was like in terms of O.G.C.
He was
But
an original man.
He was the
member.
original man. He was
Yeah.
like the second member. He wasn't
Yeah.
the fourth member.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, great
Now,
story.
Louis
man.
would be the fourth member.
Great story.
Now, don't you wish there was a smartphone back then, just so we had some of those ciphers?
Yeah, right.
On
in the
video.
well,
hallways.
that was going to be one of my
And you could hear
questions,
some
is-
legendary rock beatbox.
right, right.
Yeah, exactly.
like the
Y'all
you
would
know
be thinking he would be doing all the rhyming, right?
right.
but what was there a lot of ciphers like
Yeah.
in terms of
Yeah,
it was
on
like
the train,
Yeah.
in the hallways, outside in the park,
Gotcha.
all the time.
was Buckshot ever involved?
No, Buckshot wasn't.
Nah.
No.
No.
That's great.
Not in Brownsville, anyway.
So,
But Buckshot was involved because I had to rhyme for Buckshot a couple of times outside somewhere. You know, I had video shoots, stuff like
Right.
that.
Right,
So-
right. All right. So O.G.C. the album comes out, and No Fear, it takes off. It's such a good record off that album.
Incredible.
Appreciate it.
And you know, we're watching the video on BET and MTV and all that. How was that? What was going on at that time in your life, and what you're touring, all that?
Well, it was good, you know what I'm saying? doing everything for the first time is always good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're having fun, you're doing everything, but then at the same time, you learn about business.
Right.
And business always makes stuff unfun, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I guess.
Yeah.
From the businessman.
From the creative
Business makes
side.
everything unfun. Yeah, exactly.
From the creative side, it makes.
man.
But there's people like yourself
Yeah.
who love the business aspect of it.
Yeah. How would you say, like Drew and them were as far as teaching you the business? Like did you learn quickly? Was it something that?
I mean, I love Drew Ha, man. Like Drew Ha is the only guy that always, not the only guy in my life, but the only guy like in the music business that tells me what I have to hear and not what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people
Shout
that
out to
tell me
him.
what I want to hear. He never tells me what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? I could bring him music. He's like, that's not it right there, man. Like, nah. This one, you gotta sound something like this, dude, like this, but nah, not this one. And I was like, he'll do that and stuff, man. He tells me, but I didn't really want to know about the business early. I wanted to have fun. You know what I'm saying? But Drew Ha takes me a lot of places, and I'm gonna tell a crazy story. I can't say no names. And
That's
all
fine.
that
Let's
stuff.
go.
But
Let's go.
I used to hang around with certain people, like, you know what I'm saying? Damn, I wish I could say these names because
Can you
it
give
makes the
me
story
like a hot
better.
and a cold?
But I used to hang out at, I'm gonna say I used to hang out at Loud Records at least, all right? So it was some execs in there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some high up execs
Yeah,
in
yeah.
there I
Yeah.
used to be around and shit. One day we went to a party and stuff in Miami. So all of them was there, but Drew was there this time too. You know what I'm saying? And then I see these people. I'm like, hey, what's up, my man? You know what I'm saying? Hey, what's up, blah, blah, blah. So then afterwards, you know what I'm saying, they over there and they kicking it with Drew. So after a little while, I'm over somewhere kicking it with Drew, and he pulls me to the side and he's like, hey, be careful with, you know what I'm saying, with the people you're around and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Because basically these people was like, damn, how do you hang with these guys and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So you know what kind of people
Yeah.
he was. So, you know what I'm saying? So I still hung out with those guys, but at least I knew,
Yeah.
what was going on
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, handled it appropriately.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that to tell you that Drew Ha's a white boy, but he's still my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. It's not the first time I've heard that.
You know what I'm saying?
But so tell us some of the fun stuff around that time when No Fear came out and the album first came out.
Yeah, like places you've been,
yeah,
like some
touring
of
and all
the
that.
things
Oh.
that hip hop brought you to see that, you know, you
Like,
may
were
not
you
have ever
even
seen.
expecting?
Because hip hop has brought us all in places that
Right.
we've been that we would have never been there if it wasn't for hip hop.
Listen, hip hop has changed my life. Like I tell people that all the time because it's like if I didn't go and see other places and see and meet different kind of people, man, I'd be just like somebody that's on the corner right now.
Right.
Trying to sell some type of drugs, doing some shit like that probably, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Understood.
So I
Yeah.
appreciate it all the time, man. It's always the people you meet, the surroundings you have around yourself, and all that stuff, man.
So when it was Enter the Stage, correct?
That's Black Moon.
Black Moon.
That one.
Right. When that dropped, where are you at in the atmosphere of boot
Listen,
camp?
into the stage, I'm a background dancer. I'm trying to.
Well, I'm just
trying
saying,
to
I
get
love
on at that time.
timeline, bro. I
I'm
love
at
timeline.
I'm at every. Me and Ruck and Rock is at every studio session, every video. You
Got
know what I'm
you.
saying? Niggas need background vocals. We in the back. Yo, buck 'em down.
Yeah.
Yeah, we doing all that. You know what I'm saying? But you
that's
hear buck
great.
'em down. That's us in the background.
Whoa,
Yo, that's
that's
dope.
cool.
So
We had
that's
the
dope to
people
know
into the
because
stage talking and all that shit. About yo, man, that's us in the back.
okay, that's dope to know. Only because of the way everything was strategically rolled out over the years. When it was Buckshot, then it was Smith & Wesson, then it was Helter
Right.
Skelter, then it was the Fab
O.G.C.,
Five.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
really?
then-
and
yeah,
then it was O.G.C.
O.G.C.,
Like,
yeah.
so in the strategic way that they did it, but just to know that the sound and the brand and all that, you were there from the inception of it.
Yes, yes.
That's so dope.
Yeah, that-
Love
I
to
mean,
hear
not
that.
from the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I know Tech and Still. They met Buckshot. You know what I'm saying? They started running around with Buckshot. Little by little, Buckshot's in the hood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They come to the hood.
Right.
Little by little, niggas got show at the Fever. We going to the Fever. You know what I'm saying?
Fever. Wow.
And you know what I'm saying?
That's a
Concept.
name. That's a name.
Yeah, so And that's how it happened, little by little. I'm getting sucked in. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it could happen, but then I see Tech and Still. I went to school with these dudes, man. I'm like, yo,
they're on the radio.
I had them on Stretching by Beats. I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? What's going on? I'm right here, man.
Wow.
I'm fucking right here, man.
Yo.
So when you're in the background, you know, all these studio sessions, what age are we talking? Roughly.
Are you younger than most of them?
Yes.
In that way?
Yeah, the youngest.
So, I don't know. They probably 20-something. I'm probably like 18, 19.
Gotcha.
They probably like 21, 22 at this time running around.
Here's a question. How much chocolate tie was smoked?
Chocolate tie.
Yo, is that even a real thing?
That's what I want to know because it came from Brooklyn.
Yo, is that
Right. I would
even
go
a
to
real
Brooklyn
thing?
to get it and be like, yo, this is it. And it's like,
Listen, I talk about that all the time.
Chocolate
Listen, me and Helter Skelter went to LA one time. I swear to God, yo. We went to, I want to say Kev, he had like a party or something,
Right.
but it was on the radio. So he has all these West Coast people on the radio. It's Exhibit there, it's MC Hammer, it's Yo-Yo, it's Ice Cube. Everybody's there. So we sitting there with these West Coast dudes and we pull out some New York weed. And these motherfuckers is like, what the fuck is that, yo? And we like, yo, with this chocolate, what you talking about? Chocolate? They like, get the fuck out of this. Had all these seeds and shit in it. We like, and this is the first time we like, yo, and they pull out some lime green shit that look like kryptonite. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? And from then on, we like, had to question this shit. It's like, yo, is this only a New York weed? Like, where the fuck is, and now it doesn't exist.
Starang would have an insight on the chocolate.
And now it doesn't even exist. So it's like, yo,
there's not,
was I in the Twilight Zone? Like, what happened,
Nah,
man?
they literally
No
they
Hawaiian
poisoned us,
says,
bro.
no chocolate tie,
Erased
no
it.
skunk. Like, what?
Erased it.
Yo,
That
they
was just some
poisoned us,
shit.
bro.
We
It
just
was-
fucking
it
our
was
lungs up
spraying
with some
fucking
bullshit.
chocolate. Like, yo, bro.
It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as chocolate tie. The West Coast niggas was right, man.
Yo, man, I knew you would know, bro.
The West Coast niggas was right the whole time, man.
Yo, we are live on Twitch.
Yes.
Lost in Hip Hop with
Yes.
Starang Wondah.
Check us out, twitch.tv, DCM Live TV.
You want
on
to play a
YouTube.
joint or something?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
let's
know
play
what?
some records.
I got No Fear
Yes,
queued
of
up.
course.
And I got
Yeah,
a few
but
good
you know,
solos as
me
well.
and Starang talk a lot, and I'm always like, yo, you got something? Send me something. Like, I know you got something, bro, that I haven't heard. That's dope as hell.
All right, we play this.
All right, we're gonna
and
play
we'll
some
see what
shit
we
that we
got.
already
We'll
know.
play
All
some
right,
stuff
all right, I
from
got
you.
you.
We'll see what you got. Lost from Hip Hop. Lost in Hip Hop.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Ewing Athletics.
Ewing
We got
Athletics.
Starang in the house.
Yeah.
Let's go.
We back.
On,
We back. The Knicks game's on. Lost in Hip Hop. DJ Mickey Knox, DJ Concept, Mr.
How
Menza.
do you feel about the Knicks,
I love
Starang?
the Knicks.
Okay, good.
We got Starang in the house.
My whole crew love the Knicks.
All right. All right. Well, you love that. You love that.
Yeah.
All right, so don't get distracted by the Knicks.
No.
Let's talk a little bit of Starang.
Yes.
All right, what do you got?
You have
for me?
anything?
What you got, bro?
So I
So
know
wait,
that.
I know where we left off, right?
Yep.
All right. The O.G.C. first album came out. The second album came out, and it definitely did not hit as well as the first album.
Right.
Is there a reason for that?
Wait, but do you agree with that?
He just
Yes,
said, right.
yes.
Yeah,
I
but you're saying
definitely
it, so
agree.
sometimes you might.
But-
right, you know.
But I like the second album better than the first one.
Why is that?
'Cause
certain joints are.
it's way different from the first one, man. And when we was
Facts.
doing it, we went to like Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was managing Little John before he was Little John.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Little John wasn't out yet.
Right.
He was putting us on to the music. He took us to this club. We heard all the crunk music, and I'm like, wow, this'll never happen, man.
Wait, but you said this guy. Who's this guy?
My man R.O.B. Rob
Gotcha.
on beats.
All right.
Gotcha.
All right, and he was managing Little John. It was him and this dude named Emperor Cersei out in Atlanta. So, and we went out there and did some joints, and that's where we did actually that song y'all just played, the That's What's Up song.
Yeah.
Rob did that joint.
Oh, wow.
Man. But he did some joints on the second O.G.C. joint. So we went out there and we traveled, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I like the second one better.
It had a
went
bigger
different
sound.
places, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Went to L.A. to record, went to Atlanta to record.
Yeah.
You know, so
Was the budget bigger for the second album in that sense, or was it all connected to one? Like two albums.
Sorry.
Hello.
No problem, Mickey Knox. We got you. Was it a 2-album deal, or was 2 separate deals?
No, it was. I guess it was 2 separate deals, man. Because we renegotiated the second one.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So,
And at that time, Boot Camp was on a major label.
yes, it was
Yeah.
on Priority Records.
Yeah.
But I guess at that time, I don't really know this, but this is my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I want to say that like Drew and Buck was like on the outs with the label, and everything was getting ready to like be over with. So I think Priority was just like, hey, let's just do this one last thing and then
Just get it
you know
out.
what I'm saying? Yeah, let's get this out the way.
What a shame, man.
Right.
Well,
How do you at the time though? How do you deal with something like that? Just for like other guys who are listening, because that happens a lot. How did you cope with that?
See, and that's the thing about that is because like a lot of people think like I fell off and shit like that.
Right.
But like you can ask Drew High. I went and I had a talk with Drew High, and I'm like, yo, listen, I'm not with this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of fell back from stuff at that point, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't really understand independent music at that time.
right.
Because he was like, hey, we going independent and we going to do this. And I'm like, yeah, that's not really what I'm trying to do right now.
Right.
So, you know.
Looking back on it, was he right about that and that shift at that moment, or was it
Hell
like?
yeah, he was right about that.
Right.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
got you. Well, it was very like
Like
let's,
me, I looked at it like, oh shit, we falling off and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But nah, hell yeah, we went independent with the fan base that we
Right.
had at the time. We the one.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and
I mean, he did it. So
Yeah.
At that time, the major label was the way to go. That everyone was trying
Right.
to do the major label.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying?
So
You know what? Actually, it was a crossroads because the indies were pacing up to the
That's
label, and the majors were buying out the indies. Indies were getting deals.
right.
And
Little
then they were
deals,
getting buying
little
out.
labels like Tommy Boy
Right.
and
They had Black Label,
Raucus.
Raucus.
And
Remember, MCA bought out Raucus and shut
they
it
was
down.
getting, yeah, everyone was getting bought out and all
Yep.
that stuff. Even Priority got bought out
Priority
by
got-
Capitol,
Yep.
and then Capitol got bought out by Universal.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
So
look,
there was a-
hindsight is definitely the
Right.
thing to do.
now, but from that time, we don't really hear much from now. Now you can correct me if I'm wrong, but from the, if you want to call it the
OG.
duck down, right? They had what, Kids in the Hall?
Yeah, once they in like in 2005 they started bringing, but at the same time
Okay.
they started bringing back the
Well, I'm
because we
just
got-
trying to establish a timeline
Yes.
between when,
They-
let's say, that last O.G.C. album, like he's saying, and then they have to go independent. What else do they drop?
Yeah.
Because
I'm
that's
not
what,
sure.
Drop boot
98?
camp albums.
They did drop the Boot Camp album.
You drop a thing
Okay.
too about boot camp
yeah.
album.
They do, I remember-
And
I
I don't know
remember
if
the
it was
one.
on Boot Camp, but you did drop vinyl singles.
Yes.
Yes.
Smith and Wesson, I think, dropped something, right?
Yeah.
And on Duck Down.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No, because now I'm thinking to like around 2007
Now
is
that's-
when
they hit the
Sean
whole,
P goes on this massive run of like,
Well, it was a campaign. It was the Justice League campaign. It was Boot
Okay.
Camp meets Justice. That's why we get all the Ninth Wonder albums, and that's when Sean P goes on his real run right there.
okay.
You know, and you were part of all of that.
In between
Right.
those, what I'm saying is that what did Duck Down drop other than just some boot camp albums? Nothing else?
I think it
the
was a
Kids in the
little.
Hall
You tell
or something
us.
like that?
You tell
That's
us.
what I'm
I think
asking.
it was
I'm
a
just
little.
trying.
I think it was a little. They stayed low a little bit until that time when they came out with the. Tell me if I'm wrong. You know, you were there more.
Did they have
I don't
anything to
understand
do
the
with the with
He
with
wants
the-
to know.
No, I want to know like where the low was in the label, because when Sean P came out with all this shit, he was talking about I'm leaving Duck Down. It was like a play that he was making. You know what I mean?
Right.
It was like a ploy. So it was like at that time was the new push, but in between, what was
All right,
What
let me
were-
put
what were
this
they
all
pushing?
in perspective.
Sure.
Man. Because listen, we're going to go back. At the time, all right, Duck Down is leaving Priority,
Yeah.
right? So Priority keeps Rock, though. So Rock got a solo deal.
Yeah, he had a song with DJ Lethal from House of
No,
Pain.
but this is even before that.
Oh,
All right, because that's his second solo deal. All right, so Priority keeps Rock. Rock got a solo deal. And Rock is tripping. All right? Rock is like, I'm the man. I'm the leader. Follow me. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to agree with me, but this is true. All right? But, and then, So I guess there's no Helter. It's still Helter Skelter, like the name. So
Right.
Yes.
nobody's like, hey, fuck you, we breaking up and all that stuff. But Rock is doing his thing. He
Yeah.
got the studio. He's booking studio and Hit Factory. He's
Whoa.
he's living it up.
He
man.
did do time though for a little bit, like in the middle of that.
Well, he
something,
didn't
right?
do any time. He was
Okay.
laid up for
He was
a little
laid-
while
he was laid up. I
for
got you.
court and stuff and that until the trial was
Got
done.
you.
But
Okay.
yeah, you took me off my story.
I'm sorry because I'm trying to establish a timeline. Here.
All right, but yeah, so there was still Helter Skelter, but it wasn't no Helter Skelter music being done.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
while Rock was on his thing, Sean P was like, hey, I'm gonna go do me and stuff. He's gonna
Yeah.
start doing solo shit, and Sean P. That's when Sean P went on the rampage.
Yeah.
No, it was an incredible run, and it was like he was always talking about like I'm the brokest rapper, like fuck the
that's why
label,
he's
I'm
the
leaving
realest.
the label. It was like a media, run on, and the reason why I bring all this up is because the props that I give to Duck Down as a label based on the guys that started there never really left. And taking it like 15 years and then 20 years later, you're like, wow, these guys are still basically a unit somehow. Even though they don't drop so much music, you don't hear them going here, dropping albums here, it all. And then when Sean P did that run and it was still attached to Drew and them, it was like, wow, it was a testament to maybe what we thought as fans that Duck Down was such a established brand. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That
yeah.
They kept their guys.
They, that,
I mean,
yeah, and then to come back, during that Ninth Wonder run, did you?
But only real like heads would know that because like Sean P had new fans.
Yeah.
He had people that didn't even know he was part of Helter Skelter.
Right,
and that's
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? They just thought that he was Sean P.
right.
Some
Right.
crazy guy
And that's
rapping
what in
about
Germany,
crazy
like
stuff.
the snow
man.
goons and
Nah,
stuff like
here
that.
in
Like,
America,
that's
bro.
people- yeah,
You
people-
talking-
Yeah,
Wow.
it's
Yeah,
some
I
people
know
that
back
told me
then.
that, like,
Because
yo, I didn't know he was with Helter Skelter.
Because you
I
gotta
just
remember-
ran for Sean P.
Wow, I've never heard that before.
because it was Ruck and Rock.
Yeah, so because
He
he was
was
Sean
Ruck.
P, he wasn't Ruck no
He
more.
was Ruck,
You know
then
what I'm saying? And I get that, not for sure.
Also, too, during that whole Justice League run with Ninth Wonder, that absolutely opened you guys up to a whole new audience, a whole new generation of hip hoppers.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
that's 2006. You've been in this since already 95.
Right.
So a whole new generation of young hip hoppers who were into Ninth Wonder, Little Brother,
yeah.
who never heard of Boot Camp, Starang, Sean Price. We got the Ninth Wonders, the Sean Price and the Smith Wesson album. Those were incredible when those came out, and you was on all of them.
No, I was on
fact,
Sean
bro.
Price.
You was on one of the
Yeah.
Buckshot and 95. Just
Yeah,
played one of the
and
joints, yeah.
Sean Price joint.
Yes, for sure you were on the
Yeah.
Sean Price.
I don't think the Smith Wesson.
And but
Not the
during
Smith
okay,
Wesson,
all right,
that's
not
what I'm
that.
saying.
But during that time when that was happening, did you see did you see what was happening? Did you see how the fans were coming back and how it was all,
Yeah, I just told you I see how the fans come because I seen how Sean Price was bringing new fans and
Right.
stuff. So yeah,
What about the Flatbush Zombies?
but the Flatbush Zombies, I'm not familiar
He
with the
came out
Flatbush
of nowhere.
Zombies.
What about the
Thought Duck Down put them out.
No.
They put out
Yo, I'm not familiar with everybody who does that.
No, they did not.
Listen, I have a
know
whole
who
different line of
Torre
questions.
is, you know
Are
what
you
I'm
ready
saying?
for that?
You have a note? Go ahead.
I mean,
Oh, the Barrel Brothers. Shout out to them.
Yeah, they did. They did Sky Zoo,
Torre,
Jose
Sky
That's
Zoo.
right,
Vance.
Skyzoo and Torre.
Yep.
Yeah, Marco shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
All right, so I'm like 14 years old.
KRS-One.
and I hear Biggie.
Black
for,
Rob.
Yes.
I hear Biggie for the first time, like when I'm like 13, 14, right?
Yeah.
And I hear this thing about like these dudes up in Brownsville.
Men's, you was not 13, 14 when Biggie
Yeah.
came out.
No,
Yes.
93, I was 13.
Yeah, we was.
94.
We was in ninth grade.
When I first heard Warning,
You was in
I-
ninth grade?
Ninth
I was
grade.
when I was in ninth
We
grade.
went
When I
to
first
school
heard Warning, me and him went to high school
I
together.
was
That's
in
it.
12th grade.
Wow.
Well, that's a part of what I mean. Like, so 12th grade, you was definitely probably wowing.
Damn, wait, you was in 12th grade.
Yeah. I was bugging when I was in 12th grade, but I'm in 9th grade when I hear about, these dudes up in Brownsville, on this thing. And I didn't know MOP at the time, but I always understood later on that they were referring to MOP. He's like, nah, love wouldn't disrespect. Does Boot Camp or you or anybody take credit for that reference
Acknowledge
as
that,
to
yeah.
that was the problems that he was having with these dudes from Brownsville?
No.
That he was talking about you guys?
No.
Who was he talking? Do you know who?
Wait a minute.
He was talking about Fame for MOP.
No.
But he said that's who's giving him the love. He said no.
No,
you
he
told
said Fame from the projects.
Yeah.
Love wouldn't disrespect.
Love wouldn't disrespect.
Right,
so he said, no, I'm not talking about them. I'm a school that. So the
talking
other
about-
voice
right.
says, I'm not talking about fame. I'm talking about these other dudes.
Nah, he's not talking about us because that didn't happen yet.
Okay.
Ah.
Whoa.
That's on Biggie's first album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nah, that didn't happen.
That's okay. That does make sense. Yeah, that didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
When did it happen?
It didn't happen, but if it's before it happened, you would think that maybe it was starting to happen. Yeah.
No, because everybody was cool then at that time. Man.
Okay.
So take us to when y'all were not cool.
Well, hold on, bro.
Hold on.
This is my
Shotgun it.
man, and I figured that he would open up about this with me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, we could go into it, man.
Yeah.
We don't got to be like that.
Well, because Lil C's is our client, and not too long ago when we were all together in SOBs, I heard that this is the first time Junior Mafia and Boot Camp or O.G.C. or anything was on the
That
same
is
stage.
not true. man.
Then why did he tell me that?
That is not true.
Yo, that's
So you think I was on
was a
stage
30-year
and seen Little C's in Game 5
and that was the first time that
show
had
him
happened.
love like that, and that was the first
Yes.
time ever.
Shout
Is
out
that
to Lil
crazy?
C's. That's
what
he told
we
me.
were under
He told me I
the
made
impression.
history.
It's crazy.
He lied to me. Told me I made history.
Come on.
I'll tell you a crazy story
Yes.
about the first time I did
Yes.
see Little C's after that. You know what I'm
Gotcha.
saying? I was fucking around with the BMF dudes, right? So my man's Blue Da Vinci. I don't know who y'all know who that
Of course,
was.
we know
Yes.
Blue Da Vinci.
All right, so that was my man. So Blue Da Vinci, you know what I'm saying? He in New York one day. He called me at the crib. And he said, yo, come meet me at the W and shit. So I go get my man Ivy and shit from uptown and shit. And we go to the W. So I go in the W. And it's Little C's and all these Junior Mafia motherfuckers. So I'm looking at Blue and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, man? What the hell's going on here? And he's like, nah, come here, man. Like, I gotta talk to you, man. Like, yo, just, you know what I'm saying, do this for me and blah, blah, blah. So, you know what I'm saying, I go and I talk to, you know what I'm saying, Little C's and shit. And, you know what I'm saying, that's when, you know what I'm saying, I got more insight on situations and stuff like that and stuff like, you know.
So, there are the references of Big in some of the videos and stuff like that,
Right.
and like we all know about the East Coast, West Coast stuff, and of course, there's these little like pieces of footage that when Pac would then, after he got shot at Quad and all that shit, right, that he
Yeah.
would come to Brooklyn, or when he came to New York, he was safe with you guys. Is that true?
No, that had nothing to do with us, man. Don't put us in that.
But he did have a relationship
but
with
safe,
Buckshot.
he felt safe with
yeah,
Coco
but all that
Brothers,
is
that type of
all
stuff.
that is after the fact.
Yes.
That's not
Yes.
during Quad.
No, not
No, no,
during. I'm
that's
talking
after.
about
Right,
after.
after,
Yes,
right,
yes.
all that is after.
I'm just
Right.
saying to confirm it, to say that like he was safe with you guys.
Yeah, but he never came to New York after that with none of us and stuff. Like we
Okay.
was cool with his people, he was cool with our people. Like me,
Gotcha.
I used to hang out in Jersey. I used to hang out with Fatal Hussein. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
cool.
That was my
He had such a good first album.
that was
man.
my guy.
R.I.P.
Man, you know what I'm saying? That was like my brother. He looked
Wow.
out for me. He, you know
doubt.
what I'm saying?
That's
so
dope.
every time
That's
I
a
come
great
to
story.
Jersey, because my baby mom's was from Stratford. You know what I'm saying? It's this block in Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey, and it's just a block with like 3 buildings, but it's dangerous as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, Fatal Hussein
Yo.
used to come through, used to
Yeah.
make sure I'm good. Everybody know who he was. You know what I'm saying?
So you must have had a couple of guns on you, like not just one.
Nah, just one. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
Because Fatal Hussein was crazy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He was
Yeah.
like a little Pac. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like for real, man.
Wow.
R.I.P.
Wow, that's crazy. So, I mean, did you hang around Pac? Did you have experiences with Pac?
No,
None.
I didn't hang around Pac. You know what I'm saying?
So
I hung
really,
around, I
bro,
hung
look,
around the
honest
Outlaws.
to God,
you know what
man.
I'm saying? Young Noble, Edie.
Young Noble passed too, right?
Yes,
R.I.P.
Young Noble, R.I.P.
Yes.
Like I said, Fatal was my guy, man. Young Noble was definitely my guy too. I come to L.A., he come get me. We
Yeah.
go to gun range, shit like that.
That's cool, man.
Those are my guys.
So-
I remember when Stretch used to play that Fatal song all the time when it came
Oh,
out in
yeah, that
97.
one single,
Ghetto
yeah.
Star with Tame One on it.
Yep.
So
Yo.
the reason why I'm asking these questions is
When
because
Pac come around and shit, I was like a little nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying?
the reason why I'm asking these questions is because we are literally clearing up certain misconceptions that fans, we're talking about just fans that were around at the time that lived through it, that could read a source or listen to a Stretch and Bob or anything type of publication that you could get on this information, it shaped it as if this is what I'm explaining to you. The Warning record was about boot camp.
Listen, let's cut through everything, man. All right?
Please, let's do it, man.
Check this out, man. All right, boot camp performing at the Palladium, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So boot camp's performing
What year is this?
It's about 94.
96? Oh,
94.
right. Okay.
So
I'm 14.
boot camp is performing at the Palladium. Smith & Wesson is out. They got an album out. Buck got an album out. We got the I think the Fat Five record out. That's it.
It didn't come out in 95?
The Fat Five came out about 95.
So maybe we did the show in 95.
Yeah.
Right? So it's a Duck Down party. So
Okay.
it's when Duck Down is like opening their label or whatever like that.
Got you.
So we perform these songs, right? So then in one of the songs, Dog goes, I could be as good as the best, bad as the worst or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so we do that. Biggie is there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's there. Star Studded, everything is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people there. Busta Rhymes, Biggie, whoever you could name, you know what I'm saying, at that time was there. So anyway, make a long story short, we fast forward. And I can't remember it like exactly, but I remember somebody coming and telling me, hey, they took your song or something like that, right? It was somebody that worked at the label. They said, your man from Bad Boy, because I had a guy that worked there that I went to school with. So they came in and said, yo, your guy from Bad Boy said that the guys took your song or something. I didn't hear it, so I didn't pay it much mind. And then I'm like, yeah.
Now when you say
I'm like,
took,
whatever, right?
The Get Money remix.
Right. Right.
Right.
See?
Okay.
He's like, so
Yeah.
at that time, you know what I'm saying? I'm young, so at first I didn't pay no mind. I didn't hear the song. So then one day I'm somewhere and I hear this song and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, niggas did do that shit, man. So then I'm fucking furious. I'm not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And in hindsight now, you know what I'm saying? You older. You like, yo, it wasn't your song. You know what I'm saying? Dog took it from somewhere else.
Yeah.
They took it from, you know what I'm saying, the Jamaican song or whatever.
Yeah.
Man. But when you that age, you know what I'm saying, you competitive. You like, nah, fuck that, man. Niggas stole shit from us, man.
Yeah.
Because that nigga was there. He motherfuckers heard niggas say it. He stole the song. So make a long story short, I'm like, fuck that, man. We gonna do, and I think if I'm not mistaken, I heard Nori say on the show, niggas was like, yeah, they did say that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, this is what we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? At the time, nobody was like, no, this is not what we gonna do, nothing like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, do what you gotta do. So we did it, you know what I'm saying? And then one day, we in the studio, you know what I'm saying? So I'm in the studio, and I see these guys around my man, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be together and stuff. So then I see them talking to him, so I come out, I'm like, yo, man, nah, what's up, blah, 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 blah. So then they like, hey, you got a big mouth and all that stuff. Next thing I know, the man who I'm thinking is on my side disappears, and then I'm fighting three niggas in the studio.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So that's what happens.
Starang. History. Yeah,
man.
like, all right, so here's a question, in terms of the G card.
Right.
You are a super OG then. I mean,
I wouldn't
you want to
say
say
that,
legend,
man.
but I mean, like in terms of just and how you moved and the hoods that you were in and the people you move with, these are dangerous people.
Yeah, I mean,
dangerous hoods. You can only be invited into these situations if you are also dangerous.
Well, you was a disciple.
I mean, I'm a man. You
was
know
a-
what I'm
yeah.
saying? That's all, man. I'm just a man. You know what I'm saying? There's some people that could tolerate certain stuff, and there's some people that you know those guys. It's like, hey, man. They sit around and this guy's like, fuck you, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all niggas pussy. I fuck all y'all motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? Niggas just sitting there like this. And then when the nigga leave, they like, man, he wasn't talking to me, man. Word up. Yo, he wasn't talking to me. I can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? I gotta say something.
For
you know what I'm
sure.
saying? Whether it's 3 against
bro, I got
1, it's
stabbed
5
on
against
different
1.
sides of my body.
I
I'm
can't
the
be
type
somewhere
two.
later and they like, yeah, he was there when I told them motherfuckers shut the fuck. He ain't say shit either.
No.
I can't be there because I know people, man. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, it's dangerous people. I know dangerous people. I know people that's in that world. So I can't be one of those guys that's sitting there when niggas is talking they shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say nothing. You're gonna have to get me. You're gonna have to be beat me up, or I'm gonna have to beat you up. It's either one or
Unfortunately,
the
I'm
other,
the same
so.
way. Mickey Knox knows this, but I've certainly been more emotionally. Was it mature?
Yes.
Is that what it
Yes.
is? Because I do
Correct.
fly off the handle. And shout out to Ali Vegas. He's one of the guys that like taught me how to be patient.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, I didn't have much patience as a youth, or
Yeah.
even coming into.
I mean,
Shout out
latter
to the
years.
specialist.
You did mention you the D-Subs earlier, so like, I mean, Brownsville at that time in the 80s was
Bro, look, we're from Brentwood and Central Islip,
Yeah.
which is the hood of Long Island. But in those times,
Wait, if I
and-
thought Amityville was the hood.
yeah, it is. Amityville too. Wine Dance.
I used to hang out in Amityville.
Dude, we
The
had
hood of Long
doing
Island,
what?
for sure.
She was doing it at
I used to have this dude named Rock, man. He used to have this little label and shit. He used to have these dudes and shit, but he was locked up with my man, so I came out and see him a couple of times, man. He died and shit, but his name was Rock.
Yeah, Amityville is one of
Yes,
the hoods.
it
Wine
is one
Dance,
of
of
the
course,
hoods, yes.
Bellport, all that. But certainly Central Islip and Brentwood. And we are rich in legacy because we have EPMD, Craig Mack, Biz Marquis, K Solo, Keith Murray. They all come from our hood.
Yeah.
But Brownsville and even just Brooklyn in general, BK in general, was just not somewhere that us, even if we was tough guys and thought we was gangsters or whatever, we didn't go to Brooklyn in the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
We just didn't. It was we would go to Queens, we would go to Harlem, we would go to Staten
And
Island,
listen.
but Brooklyn we just stayed away from, bro.
And listen, and if we came anywhere in Long Island or anything, we thought we was rich.
Yeah.
Or we thought we was hiding somewhere. We thought we made it or something like that. We had a girl out here, so we thought we made it. My
Yo.
girl live in Long Island, man. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
Your
hilarious.
girl ain't shit. Yo, that's how we used to be, man. We thought we made it.
Different
man.
worlds,
Don't,
different
and don't let
worlds.
us live out here, man. We could live in the shittiest place in Long Island. We think we made it.
Yeah, that is the part that's kind of crazy too.
We think we made it, man.
So, all right, look, I wanted to just clear up some of those things because, like I said, like as fans, I think there was just so many misconceptions, and you are clearing them up, and I appreciate that. And I thank you
of
so much for
course.
coming out here because, I've been chasing you down, been trying to get you here.
Hey,
you know what I
man, you
mean?
my guy, man. You
Yeah,
my guy.
same here, Starang. But let's just cap it off, like in terms of like what we seen as fans in like even the No Fear video. I think there was a reference of Big, maybe or something like
Yeah,
that.
in one of the videos, you guys
Yeah.
beat up someone who looked like Big or a Big
Yeah.
doll, right?
Yeah. Then those decisions, and I understand maybe it wasn't like so like serious in the street, or maybe it was, but like those decisions, like marketing wise, like who chose to do that?
That was my decision.
Got you.
I think I just said that.
Yes, we was talking about we was talking about that. You didn't get to that part of it, but we were getting there in
Yeah.
your story. And when you did that, did you get any phone calls about that? Were there any repercussions to that?
No, I didn't.
You
do
know,
that.
you know what I
The
what,
repercussions was the fight in the studio.
Right.
Right.
Over that.
Right.
and that was it basically.
Yeah, that was it.
Got you. At that time, also Jay Rita Damager had a political campaign against Big too. It hurt me that the Brooklyn guys like couldn't get along in that sense. You know what I mean? As a fan, I was just like, why are they always coming at him? Because we love Big.
Listen,
you know what
I just felt at the time, it's like, yo, these guys got so much over me right now. Why the fuck do you need that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is how I felt at the time. You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Right,
saying? It's
right.
like, yo, you got so much,
Why you gotta
man.
take
Yeah.
my shit?
You got Puff Daddy.
Right.
Yeah, well, in
You
the
got-
one joint when you
know what
say,
I'm
yo,
saying?
I'm
you
back.
got Junior Mike,
He's
you got
like-
everything. You got the shiny suits, you got
Yeah.
the money, you got.
Yeah.
Why you need that?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's how I felt at the time. you know what I mean?
That's a vibe.
That's a valid. It's a valid
Yeah,
phone, you know.
man.
100%.
When you had said
It's like
you
you
know,
already over me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
like, come on, man.
you had said in one of the
Enough
joints,
is
like
enough.
you like you said Pete
For crying out loud.
Pete Diddy on the
Pete's
radio.
sake.
Yeah, for Pete's sake. Come on.
You was like something like Puffy on the radio. I'm back in New York again.
Right.
You know what I mean? So there was those little things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the little darts and stuff. you
Yeah,
know?
man.
That's all good though. We are live
Yes, we are still
on
live.
Lost in Hip Hop.
Yes.
Ewing
Twitch.
Athletics live on Twitch.
Yes.
We have Starang Wondah. Check the
Yes.
website out for all the merch.
We are
Yeah,
DCM.
word up.
DCM we trust. Concept.
Yeah, what
Do
up?
you trust in DCM?
Of course.
Because you're wearing the
Absolutely.
damn sweater, so I just want to know.
I mean, just say, let me show the piece.
Shout out to your team that's in the building too.
Outfit.
Yeah,
All right,
we're gonna talk
we're
to
gonna
them.
we're gonna
Yeah,
We're gonna play a couple of joints, and then we're gonna come right back, and you can introduce some of your guys and the Solid Ice or whatever you want to do in terms of what's coming in the future. You know, what are we working on? Because we work together.
Yo, I hate saying I'm working on stuff and then stuff just don't come out and stuff like that. But
I'm like that too. I'm like the same way.
But nah, I'm really working right now. Like I'm really, really working. Stuff is really about to come out, man. Menza,
Let's
you
go.
know, so,
Bro.
but I'm not gonna say too much about it. I'm gonna, you know what I'm saying. But I'm really good. I'm really glad about it.
Would you say that your inspiration maybe behind making music has changed and it is a different process? I'm curious to know, like, back when in those days, how it just like came to you like quick, like it was haunting you every day. Bars was hitting you, and you like, yo, I gotta get in. And maybe real, you know, nowadays real life is.
Listen, back in the days, I was inspired by everything and anything. You know what I'm saying? I could take a car ride. You know what I'm saying? I could see a tree fall or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I would be inspired. It's like, let me tell you a story about like how Soundboy, you know what I'm saying, first came out. I came to the studio, like I told you. When we wasn't on and we wasn't nobody, we was coming to everybody's studio session every day. Me, Ruck and Rock, Dog, Louie. We trying to just be there. You know what I'm saying? You need background? You need this? What you need? You know what I'm saying? So I walk in one day, I swear, and Soundboy is playing, and they already got the shit. And still is like, yo, you got 8 bars for this? And hell no, I don't got 8 bars for it. I just walked in. But I said, yeah, I do, man. You know what I'm saying? And I just sat there, and they played the beat, and I'm like, yo, give me 5 minutes, give me 10 minutes. And I just thought of shit. And from then on, I started just thinking the shit, everything. Like, I never really wrote shit down. You know?
Yo, as dope as that song is, if it wasn't for you at the end, it wouldn't be like you cap it off.
No, that song is dope without me or with me.
Yes, I get it, but you really like stand like it's like that you saying 8 bars? It's like perfect.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Perfect.
But that's how that happened.
He was like, hell yeah, I got 8 bars. Hold on, give me a few minutes.
All right, we got the joint queued up. Let's get into some music real quick, and we come back. Lost in Hip Hop, DJ Concept, Biggie Knox, Mr. Menza, Starang. Yo, we back. Lost in Hip Hop.
What up, Twitches?
What up? We got Starang in the building.
Yes.
We are live on Twitch every Wednesday from 9 to 11 and beyond. And we have the legendary, no matter what he wants to say, Starang Wondah in the building, and
Veteran.
The vet.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll take that.
So we've been talking about this, the label Solid Ice for many years.
Oh yeah, man. Solid Ice, man. That's from my man Bad Vibes too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh wow,
really?
Word up. Bad Vibes is a mastermind behind everything I do, man.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's
He
good to
always
know. I didn't know that.
Man, yeah. He ain't believe in himself, but he always believed in me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Talk to me about this gentleman right here sitting in front of us.
Outfit, you know what I'm saying? I got my man Squeeze De Niro, Big Raw. You know what I'm saying? Roria.
Rory.
Roria.
Word up. SDC, VGSN, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
I'm down with these dudes right here, man. They ain't down with me. I'm down with these dudes, man.
All right, so how'd y'all link up?
Well, you know what I'm saying? Basically, man, you know what I'm saying? My man Raw, I used to run around with his big brother all the time, running the streets. He was in the D-Seps too, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I used to come to the crib, you know what I'm saying, on Sunday morning. I see Raw running around his onesies and shit, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I know Raw and shit. You know what I'm saying? He got older, he started rapping and shit. He had his whole shit together and stuff. He already had, like, he was living in Flatbush, but he had these dudes he was running with. They had a studio built up and all this shit. They had a nice little crew and shit. So I used to come through. His brother used to bring me through.
Wow.
And they used to be like, hey, oh shit, it's the ring and oh shit, blah, 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 you know. And they used to be like, yo, go in the booth, and them niggas used to be spitting, and that shit was, you know, they had a nice little movement, you know what I'm saying? So I just took, you know what I'm saying, the person I know from that whole thing, you know what I'm saying, out of that. And then me and Raw been fucking around for a while, and then one day Raw played me some crazy shit that this dude Squeeze De Niro had. And I just heard it. I didn't know Squeeze, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, so Raw put you on the Squeeze.
Yeah, well, he ain't even he put me onto it, but he wasn't trying to put me on, I don't think. He was just playing. He's like, yo, there's some new shit, because Raw was on it. You know, Raw is all about himself. He like, listen to the shit I did. He said, I'm on the song. Listen to my part, you know what I'm saying? But when he played the song, the whole shit was dope from beginning to end. You know what I'm saying? The beat, the rhymes, everything. And I'm like, Raw, I got to meet this dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bring this dude to the studio. And that's what he did.
What year was that?
This was probably like 5 years ago. Man.
Got you.
You know?
Well, no, Squeeze is certainly ill, and he lays it down. We just did
we did some work earlier.
Yes, some content earlier, and you've been playing a lot of his music for a while for me, and we did. We commenced on something. You know, we have a little thing going that we got to just feed the system.
All right.
You know what I mean? And we're here tonight with our guys to discuss, like, what are we doing?
What's the future?
Where we going? What's the
What do you got
future? You know
going
what I
on?
mean?
Like, how are you involved?
Yeah.
You know, but fellas.
You're becoming a mogul.
Oh, no, I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know.
Passing down
That's
the
so
knowledge.
cliche, you know what I'm saying?
Listen,
That's so cliche nowadays.
He's
you know
very
what I'm
humble, man.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
He
humble.
is.
Very
Yo,
humble.
that's so cliche nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey, I'm the guy. I'm
That's
out
so
in front.
lame.
I'm not. This is my
Yeah.
stuff, and that's not how it is, man. Like I said, I'm down with these dudes, man. I get ideas from
Understood.
these dudes. You know what I'm saying? These dudes
So,
feed the machine.
what do you see the future for Starang, guys? Nah, but for real. So, Raw, you came up listening to Boot Camp, very influenced by them, you feel?
Yeah, like he said, one of the big influences was from him in the camp and knowing them. And,
Yeah.
you know, I was young, so I couldn't be around.
Right.
You know, but my older brother used to bring back, you know, T-shirts and
Dope.
videos. And,
Yeah.
yeah, so he definitely was an inspiration for me doing what I'm doing.
That's awesome.
Definitely.
That's awesome. Squeeze, were you familiar with Starang and his music beforehand?
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. To be honest, I wasn't. I kind of heard about it through Raw.
Yeah.
And Raw kind of brought me to that. Raw brought me to that light. So once Raw put me onto that shit, I started doing my research, and I was like, oh, yeah, this shit dope.
He's a legend.
Are you originally from Brooklyn? You're born and raised in Brooklyn?
I was born and raised in Brooklyn, and then I moved out to Queens. So I was living in Queens. That's where I
Got you.
met up with Raw.
But you are of the younger age demographic, right? That
Yeah,
may not necessarily know.
For sure.
And that's what I was about to
That
say
was
too.
before my time.
And that's another thing about Squeeze. It's like I like being around people who don't know
Yes.
who you are, who's not gonna say, "Oh, he's in the game, so he must know this and that."
Right.
You know, people that's gonna throw ideas back and forth and stuff. They not gonna be shy to say stuff around you. So I tend to fuck with people like that. Also, we also fuck with somebody else named Mello. She's young too.
Yeah,
so
shout out to Mello.
Yeah.
Very
so,
dope.
Yeah, so she young too, and she ain't know, but she did the same thing. Went back, and one day she's like, "Hey, okay." One day I'm on the phone with her and we're talking, and then she hang up, and she's like, "Okay, legend." And then they hang up, and I'm like, "Nah,
to
yo,
be fair,
chill."
to be fair, right? When I first heard the songs, like some of the shits I was hearing, I was like, "Yo, I know this track. I ain't even know
Right.
that's like."
Yeah,
You know
who-
what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
You know the song, but
Right.
you don't know who it is. So
Right.
you know, it's just doing the research. And
So, being that you're younger, who are your influences? What were you listening to in your young days that made you want to rap?
man, growing up, my favorite artist was 50. I'm not even gonna lie
Aight.
to you. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 was like the biggest shit for me, and then it was Jay-Z
Right.
as well. So
So in that like run from you know, like the
Get Rich, Die
03,
Trying,
04,
all that,
05 and all that, you were in high school?
yeah.
Yeah, because that's pretty much when we're most influenced by music, right?
Yeah.
It's like
When
junior
you're-
high,
yes.
high school.
Yeah.
Probably
type
I
of
was about to
thing.
say, you said 03, 04. Man, listen, I started junior high school in 2005.
Oh shit!
Damn.
Yo, but that's
Right.
so
Yeah.
that's amazing though. How
Yeah.
long we've been listening to
That's what I'm
hip hop
trying
and
to
how
say.
the
Yeah.
reach.
Well, that's
you know,
why I
so we
always
can't-
want to put a timeline
Right,
on things.
absolutely.
Really.
We can't blame you for not knowing anything like that we listen to.
And that's what I'm telling you.
know?
I be getting ideas from these dudes. Listen, one day I'm riding in the car with Squeeze, and he's listening to some, and this is way before Drake ever did it and all this shit. he was listening to some UK shit.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, I'm telling you, Strang, man. I'm telling you, these UK niggas, man. And next thing I know, these niggas Century C and all these niggas is out here doing their fucking thing, man.
Yeah, for
and that
sure.
shit is dope, man. I like that shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. And he was right, man.
It's
I'm
cool.
one of the
He said
hip
it's
hop
cool.
heads that that really does not mind listening to the newer music. I mean, I really do. If it just has to hit a certain way
Right.
to make you feel like you're still listening to somebody talented, they want to call it mumble rap, trap rap, whatever they want to call it. Future lays it down in the sense of where you might not know what he's saying, but it sounds so ill you can tell how talented he is. You know what I'm
I
saying?
just listen to flows, man.
Yeah.
know what
There
I'm
you
saying?
go.
If the flow is
Yeah.
good, I like it, man. Most people listen to just beats and shit, but I listen to the flows, man.
I'm with you.
Right.
What would you say your lane? There's a question to the both of you. Where do you categorize yourself if you had to compare? And just because we were talking about this earlier, there's only a handful of lanes in hip hop, and when you put out music, the idea is that the algorithm and the searches connect to something that is relatable, the search relatable. Where would you say you know what categories you think you're in the music that you make?
Well, I'm from a different era. I'm from the golden era, so lyricism is definitely a
Like
part
boom
of that.
bap.
Now
boom bap
here's
around.
that's a great point, but let me ask you this: what is the golden era in terms of, because we think
Everybody
there's
says the 90s, right?
Yeah,
Tech-
I agree.
You know
I
what?
agree.
Technically, hip hop historians want to say the golden era
The
was the
80s.
early '80s.
No,
know what
but
I'm
that's
saying?
the
That was
start,
And then-
right?
introduction
Right,
to
but
me.
then what
That's
happened was
introduction.
Every 10 years, there's a different golden era, I
The golden
think.
era happened in the '90s.
Right, because I don't think that's ever going to be mimicked again.
Nah,
You
for
know,
sure.
so that's why I think like '90s, early
But-
'90s.
Why?
Yes.
And why do you think though the sound? Why do you think the younger generation? There's a whole. I noticed there's a whole generation of rappers now trying to chase that '90s sound, and also they mimic all the covers from the '90s. Why do you think the nostalgia is so? You know, they trying to bring it back so much.
or is what he's saying actually the case?
Talk to me.
It never gets old to me. Hip hop comes from lyricism, competition, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's gonna evolve, of course, but for the most part, like for me, for instance, I'm from like both eras. Like I'm from,
Right.
I was young in the '90s era, but at the same time, I adapted to hip hop as it goes on in the whole. So, personally, as I do my music, I'm everywhere with it.
Right.
I'm not defined. I
Gotcha.
could be lyrical. I could be,
Gotcha.
harmonized. Yeah.
But it is true what you're saying, because it's like young guys is buying vinyl and
Yeah.
everything.
Right.
So it's
100%.
They are. I mean, there's fans
everything
that are
comes
buying
back
vinyl.
around,
Yeah.
man. It
Full
never
circle.
gets old.
It is-
man.
The baggy
is-
jeans are
It
back
leaves,
in, right?
it comes back.
Crazy.
It's always gonna come back.
So, there's like a thing where like we've always based on like where age was never a
Right.
question. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, it was always in question.
It was
Now it's not.
Now it's not. It seems
Right.
like in 2025 a precedent was set.
So you can be of any age and rap, and it be accepted.
And be successful.
Yes, and be
Not
successful.
really, man. Not really. man.
That- well-
I mean, people are doing it. It doesn't-
I-
it's still young guys out there. It's like fuck that old shit.
For
You know
sure,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
I
but
mean, I
but
get
you see,
that.
2025 really put the foot down that the older rappers not only are still here, but they're still just as good,
Oh, yeah,
if not better.
definitely.
I mean, look at the Clips album. Look at all the hours Nas put out with all Ghostface, Big
But
L.
sorry, De La Soul just dropped some fire.
My God, how great is that De La Soul
just dropped
album?
some fire with
You know what I'm
Nas.
saying?
Fire.
That's Nas
dope.
doing.
Very
That's Nas
dope.
doing that. I
Very
respect
dope.
that. That
Yes.
mass appeal, man. He's
Right.
putting out all the '90s rappers, all the '80s rappers.
Well, so I mean, we definitely like to pat ourselves on the back in the sense of with 15 years we've been putting out legends, and I just it's cool to see Mass Appeal do it because I feel like it's a testament to what we've been doing. I can bring you through a little timeline loop that says prior to COVID, nobody respected legendary music or legends. Now, when COVID hits, Timbaland and Swiss Beats do this thing called Versus, which then the first episode is DJ Premier and RZA.
Yeah.
And this sparks this because everybody's home, they're sitting on their ass and they can look at their phone. For some reason, everybody tunes in.
Yeah.
Now, that catapults into the Locks and Dipset at Madison Square Garden. And I promise you, as two people who've been in business for 15 years in what they call the legacy market, our business tripled in value and income after the MSG, Locks,
Absolutely.
and Dipset.
I
For some reason, that made everybody care about legends again. Started with Swiss and Timberland.
Yeah.
So, for some reason, and again, we don't understand. We always know, hey, things come back around. But for some reason, we are now at the helm of where Nas is dropping, legends left and right, and DCM is still doing the same thing, dropping legends left and right. But right now, for some reason, it just seems that legacy hip hop is what is the most important thing. Like when Mobb Deep, the Clips, even. Coming up for Grammys, and
Right.
then things like a Slick Rick album, a De La Soul album.
Right.
Okay, so I think we need an O.G.C. album.
Yo,
I think so too.
yo.
I do.
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Nah, what's up with the future though? Tell us about the music you will be making, what you have in store for Squeeze and Raw.
Well, I'm not doing anything until I do Squeeze and Raw, until I do this shit called The Outfit.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Until
Okay.
I do us.
So that'll be all three of y'all?
Yeah, all three of
And Mello?
us and Hoodie Mello.
Oh, dope.
You know what I mean? And until they got they lanes they go into and all that shit.
Mello's from Brooklyn.
No, Mello's from Rochester, New York.
right.
Wow, and Rochester's a hot spot
hot
too.
spot,
right.
I mean, with
Rochester.
38 Special, shout out to him. That's
Yeah,
our
right.
guy.
Ito.
And Ito and them. Yeah,
Right.
that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay,
And
cool.
she is fire, yo.
She is. We've listened to a lot of
Yeah.
her music. She's dope. I haven't heard anything from Raw yet.
No, not yet, man.
So maybe right after the interview we could hear something.
Yeah, we play some stuff.
Oh, bro, guys say you have play, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Squeeze, what's up with you, bro? What we got coming up?
Oh man, so we got a few singles coming up. Me and Raw got a joint. Me and Strang got a joint. Me
Nice.
and Mello got a joint. You know what I'm saying? I got a few solo joints as well. So, it's a lot to look forward to from BGSN, Squeeze De Niro. You know what I'm saying? It's all coming.
That's dope.
I like it.
You guys are starting, so like, it's cool to bring you over here, and this is almost one of your first interviews.
I don't know. You guys
Tell
tell
us.
me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I like.
I'm back outside.
There you go.
Yeah, they had.
I used to.
I brought them to this other interview one time. They fucked up so bad. I was like, man.
Well, you
I was
are
like,
live
these
on
guys,
Twitch.
man. I was like,
that was on me.
I was like, these fucking guys, man.
Where can the Twitch followers, and then we're gonna go to YouTube with this afterwards. Where can we find music from you? Your handles, wherever you at.
You can find my shit at Squeeze De Niro on all platforms.
Same, Rovia, RAWRIOR.
Dope.
YouTube, Twitter, Instagram.
Today
all
we
the,
watched Squeeze.
Yes, we
know,
watched
do-
Squeeze do some performing.
Yeah, you got some stuff.
we got a few songs. We got Bust It Open featuring String. We got GMX.
Can we hear that?
Yeah,
Can we play that?
Yeah.
Could you send it
got
into
videos
the,
on
Could they
YouTube.
send it into the right now and play the joint?
Yeah, definitely on that, man.
No, that's not
Like a
YouTube.
world premiere.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
That's
can't do
open,
it.
ain't no
Can't,
YouTube.
but that's-
Not Bust It
Oh,
Open.
GMX is on
later?
YouTube.
No.
GMX.
Getting fucking late over
Get
here.
out.
Yo, yeah, GMX is on YouTube.
Yeah, I make sure I go check out that GMX on YouTube, man, on
Check it out.
Solid Ice website.
That's right.
It's also on the VGSN platform. I'm saying it's called GMX on YouTube.
It's fire, man. Check it out, man. And Bust It Open. That'll be coming sooner than you think, too. You know what I mean?
dope.
All right.
The outfit.
What up,
Yes.
Twitches?
That's how it's
We are
coming out.
live.
The outfit.
Yeah.
The outfit.
That's dope.
Dope. And coming out on the Solid Ice. The outfit.
That's the crew, man.
I like
That's
it.
the crew.
I like it. Anything that DCM could do to help, we are
We
here
got
for
a
you,
question
sir.
in the chat real quick before
Okay,
we
we got a
start.
question.
Who's your favorite producer, Starang?
Who's my favorite producer? Damn.
Let me ask you this. Does that mean somebody that he's worked with before?
No, anybody. Your
Or
favorite
just somebody that he
producer.
hasn't worked with before? Okay.
Favorite producer.
That's a good question, man. I never thought of that.
You guys
But
too. Squeeze, Raw. Who are your favorite? Who are guys you would love to work with?
I'm gonna say with Pharrell.
Yeah.
All time, I gotta say Dr. Dre.
I like Timberland, man.
Alright.
Yeah, I like Timberland.
Alright. Pharrell, huh?
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Pharrell.
You've worked with some of the best.
Yeah. Out of the people I work with, I'm not gonna say that.
What? Go ahead.
I'm not gonna say that.
Who out of all the guys you've worked with, who was your favorite to work with?
I'm not gonna say
No.
Let me ask you this.
Which I'll
Mickey
tell you
Knox.
who I love.
Who?
Yeah.
Mr. Wall, man.
Yeah.
I
Well,
love
that's
Mr.
how
Wall.
I was just about to say. The Beat Miners.
Beat miners. Right?
I love Mr. Wall, man.
Okay, so that's just a real quick nerd question. Like, is it Mr. Walt or is it Evil D?
It's both of them.
No, I understand that, but I'm saying who's really responsible for the sound, or who's is it just always a collaborative effort between them two?
I love Mr. Wall. I love
That
Mr.
is
Wall.
great.
Yo, that's awesome.
Where do you rank as you're a hip hop connoisseur like the Beat Miners? Where do you?
Yeah, they're absolutely goats, man.
Yes.
They're one of the architects of the '90s sound that we all love. You know what I'm saying? They
Listen, E, don't try to discount E, man.
I mean, I'm not.
Like, listen, Evil
Nah,
D,
Evil D,
Evil D is
absolutely,
that guy.
bro.
Yeah,
I mean,
for
even
sure.
with the mixtapes back then, all of
Evil
that, bro.
D.
He was on Hot 97. He
Yes.
had remember he had a mix show Monday nights.
So
Yeah.
is the Beat Miners the only production responsible for the boot camp sound, or was there other producers?
I don't think there really was a lot. I mean, you tell
Yeah,
me.
there's been other
Oh, see, I don't know.
producers, man.
I would think he would know because he's like
The
a
boot camp fuck
dictionary.
with a lot of producers that's not like stars though.
Right, but
You know what
I mean, I know on the that one boot camp album, you had Sean J. Period on it.
Right.
You know, I can't think of other guys. Sean J. Period at the time was
Come on,
very
you're supposed
dope.
to be
You know,
the
Yeah,
fucking
guys like-
dictionary.
not a,
You're
I'm
the
not a
encyclopedia,
connoisseur,
bro.
though. I'm not.
You had
though.
guys like Baby Paul.
Baby Paul, but wasn't he part? Wasn't that part of Beat Miners?
Yeah, he's
crew?
B
You
minus
know what I'm
too.
saying?
Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
Okay.
He's B minus.
Right.
So.
All right.
That's right, Baby Paul.
But I just want to say Baby Paul. I had
Easy
to pick
LP.
him up. That's my guy
Easy
too.
LP,
Easy LP?
you guys had worked with. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna get into some music.
We get into some music. Yeah, we get into some music. Lost in Hip Hop.
Brought to you by Ewing Athletics. Shout out to DJ Concept. He's over there back on the boards now. Give me some music, Mickey Knox.
Yeah, you said Easy LP. I threatened Easy LP.
Oh man.
Yo, see why we get into music?
Yeah.
Talk to us.
All right, so yo, cut.
Talk to us.
Threatened easy. Oh.
What happened?
Nah, this is just, you know.
Well, you
Just a
you
thing,
offered
you know
the
what I'm saying?
information. So.
I mean, I thought we was leaving. It was something to leave off on.
What it was? Hey.
It was something to leave off on. You know what I'm saying?
What happened?
Let me ask you this. Look, here's a nerd question. Why did you say fuck Dapper Dan?
Listen, man. Listen. At the time, right?
Yeah.
I thought Dapper Dan was like a way to be, not really like a person. I was talking about like a way to be, but I didn't know how to say it the right way.
Wow.
So I said fuck the person, but I was talking about the way to be like Dapper Dan. Like,
Did anything come
you know what I'm
back
trying to
from,
say?
Like,
Yes.
Yeah, like
you know,
being a dapper looking
yeah, like
person.
fuck all that
Yes.
looking like that shit. Like that's what I was trying to say. But
whoa.
and I want to say something crazy, but people gonna think I'm too crazy. I don't
Nah,
want to say
bro.
that shit.
I mean, bro, look,
Listen,
that's
at
on
the
you.
time, I swear,
Yeah.
people gonna think I'm bugged out. I thought like Dapper Dan wasn't alive, and it was like a way to be. Like people used to say that as a saying. Oh, you
Gotcha.
all Dapper Dan. and-
Yeah, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't know Dapper Dan was even still alive.
Wow.
Like, I swear I did.
Yo, what?
I
a
felt
great-
like a dick. I'm not gonna lie, but
Okay,
I
one more.
wrote it out, man.
Yo, you know what? Because my
Nobody
memory,
never even asked me that in the whole time. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Not in the interview or nothing. Never. My whole life.
Because bro, look again, there wasn't much publication back then, so whatever you could get, it could be some jerk off somewhere making up a scenario that then spreads throughout the hoods that you just think that's the case. The Dapper Dan thing, cool. But what about the Dirt McGirt thing? Like, we're like, for some reason, people thought that ODB like bumped into Boot Camp Click and got stabbed almost to death. That's what people think. No, I'm serious. I'm serious. When
never heard that in my life.
When ODB got stabbed in Brooklyn, people associated with the punk they call McGirt got his feelings hurt.
That's way early, man.
Well,
That's
let me know.
94,
You gotta tell me.
man.
You gotta tell me, bro. You gotta tell me.
Soundboy is 94.
Was it 94?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And So what is the relationship between ODB and God rest his soul and boot camp? There was no friction?
Cool, I guess.
Okay, so then there we go. We have now established another point.
There you go.
There was no beef between ODB.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man.
That's a
And
myth.
Like,
Boot
listen,
camp play-
my guys from the Wu is Ray and Ghost, man. Like, those
Okay.
is my guys, man.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yes. So, it's no beef for ODB, man.
Okay.
I
You do
probably-
shows with Ray and Ghost?
Yes, I've been to their shows. We did shows with Ray and Ghost, and I just hung out with Ray and Ghost.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Them guys took me, ran around, listening.
Bro, you are debunking theories left and right, and I love it. I really do love it.
Boot camp theories gone.
I'm serious.
Oh, man. But, you know, all right.
Concept's giving me the...
Nah. Yo, but for real, thank you for coming through, fellas.
Yes, absolutely.
Man. You know, we are looking forward
Pleasure,
to
pleasure.
to new music
No, this was
from
excellent.
the Outfit and everybody.
Yes, and our content hub is open to you whenever you like, bro. Whenever you guys want to
thanks.
work on, whenever you want. We got the beats, we got everything.
Give
All of y'all
thanks,
welcome.
man. Appreciate you, man.
For sure. All right, y'all. Lost in Hip Hop every Wednesday, 9 o'clock sharp. We'll see y'all next week. Concept, Mickey Knox, Mr. Menza. Shout out Starang, Boot Camp, Squeeze the Nero, Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right.